Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. I wanted to briefly touch on the releasing, finally, after much hype and much deliberation all over the web, of the new government UAP report. That's right, yet another UAP report, which for 10 years now on this channel, I've tried to explain to people that when it comes to UFOs, extraterrestrials, secrets, and research, and facts, and the truth, you're not going to get it from the government. You're not going to get it from the people that have perpetuated an almost century-long cover-up of said topic. And if you guys remember, they started releasing these reports back around 2018. And, you know, every time one of these UAP, and I hate that, I refuse to call it, every time one of these new government UFO reports come out, you know, people ask me about it, and, well, as I said, and always say, don't hold your breath. It's going to be a big nothing burger, and people get upset with me sometimes, but this is the case once again. So briefly here, and I'll put the link to this down in the video description. As you're seeing, we have the mainstream news going crazy, posting their news reports about this long-awaited UFO report called the 2022 Annual Report on Unidentified Aerial Phenomena, which has been unclassified. And they've made it a point to say that in a lot of these, almost every of the mainstream news reports about this, they're like, the government has released the unclassified version, which to me says they've released the sanitized version where everything's been taken out. And like I've predicted, and you know, I don't think I've spoken about this at all on the channel. You head over to the PDF and it's just nothing. It's a bunch of words to fill up. This time, get ready for it, 11 pages, in which we learn nothing new that we don't already know, which is that there are UFO sightings, that some of these UFO sightings can be attributed to balloons or trash or, you know, space junk, but there are some UFOs and sightings of them that remain unexplained. And that's what this report tells us. I kid you not. Head over, read it for yourselves. This is what everyone on, you know, UFO Twitter, UAP Twitter, and Facebook and everywhere have been just up in arms over. And I tell people every time, you know, 5 years ago when this stuff started, when Tom DeLonge came out, when Jeremy came out with his useless footage, I was like, this stuff, especially if it's coming from the government, is either going to be tainted and or a total misdirection in order to cause infighting and confusion within the UFO community, which it did, and it worked very well, you know, or it's going to be just nothing at all. It's going to be a bunch of stuff we already knew to make it look like the government actually cares about the truth of this, when the truth of the matter is they've known about this since the 1920s, the 1930s. They've known about this for almost 100 years. So, you know, again, I don't want to waste too much time, but I try to stay away from anything that has to do with UFOs and the government, because I know what I'm in store for. You know, it's a waste of time. The government is good at one thing, and that is deceiving the public. So let's get to some actual evidence of UFOs and anomalous activity, both on our planet and off. And as always, I'll leave it up to you guys. This first video clip, pretty crazy and pretty interesting. A new video was posted by another OG channel here on YouTube called Suspicious Observers. And this guy is really super smart when it comes to just anything related to space weather, especially the sun, you know, and he monitors it for solar flares. And you can search for different videos and imagery of the sun based on whatever month or time period you're looking for. And he found a clip where not only do we just have an object, you know, quickly appearing or disappearing, or a still frame of something really strange hovering near the sun, but this object appears in actual footage with multiple frames, and it does something that in my mind completely rules it out as a satellite, as space junk, as a rock or an asteroid passing by, because this thing actually suddenly turns and does a complete reversal, blasting back out into space.
This one is interesting. If you can see right near the top left of the central blocking disk of the sun, we have something appearing to change direction. And we have seen this before when a comet goes around the sun and comes back around the other side, but this thing doesn't go around the sun. This thing appears to approach that top left portion and then goes up and away.
Okay, so that's just a short clip. You can head over and watch the full video by Suspicious Observers. Really, really awesome find. And the proof is in the pudding with this one. All you have to do is watch this loop over. And if you think that you have an idea of what this is, or if your skeptic mind can pass it off as something completely natural, then, you know, by all means, put it down in the comments. I always want you guys to interact and stir up debate. So tell me what you think about this. UFOs interacting with our sun is nothing new. The next thing I want to cover here is of a TikTok video that is picking up speed. It's being reposted on places like Facebook, Twitter, and stuff like that. And so someone sent me this link of a possible giant Sasquatch or just a giant creature of some kind standing, caught on film, with the title and people calling this the quote Aguasalientes giant. And I'm probably butchering that, but the reason I wanted to post this is because there was some other footage that came out recently where this guy was recording what looked like a massive, tall, standing, upright giant walking up the side of this mountain. And he was, you know, updating his social media with videos of it. And then he saw that there looked like there was government work being done or an installation being constructed on the top of this mountain. And then he, according to his social media, he disappeared, and it said that he passed away suddenly. And I'm looking into that, and I'm going to make a separate video for that. But you're seeing the footage here, and I apologize for the pixelation, but this is the best I could find for now.
Imágenes muestran lo que parece ser un gigante en la cima de una montaña situada en Lagos de Moreno, Aguascalientes, en México. Hasta este momento nadie ha aclarado si se trata de un montaje o qué es lo que en realidad captó este hombre. Sin embargo, las opiniones al respecto son divididas entre quienes afirman que se trata de un gigante real y quienes aseguran que es falso. Otros lo califican como una ilusión óptica. ¿Qué piensa usted? Recuerde que nuestras redes sociales siempre están para usted y para que pueda...
Okay guys, so the next thing I want you to check out are some very, to say the least, anomalous and artificial looking structures. These were all snapped by the Mars reconnaissance satellite. I'm going to go quiet for a second. We'll show you each image, and then followed up, I'll show you a comparison image mocked up to what these structures may have or still do look like if we were to have a much closer view of them. Lastly today, guys, let's end this video the opposite of the way it began, in talking about the big nothing burger of the UAP report. Some pretty crazy and unexplainable footage of what many are calling one of these Tic-Tac UFOs seen over our oceans and are said to be stalking our Navy ships, although there's not one single video from any of those Navy ships, unfortunately, but we do have this new clip, so you guys enjoy. I'll show you some different enhancements of it, and you guys stay safe, hit that subscribe button, stay safe, and I'll see you guys back in a bit.